This manicure, it's called Nell's French Tip Classic Short Square French Manicure, and I'm going to show you all of the good things that you can do to minimize air bubbles as much as humanly possible. And this is for all of my girls who have oily nail beds, greasy hair, greasy skin, have trouble getting the nails to stick on, flat nail beds, thin nail beds. I'm going to give you all the tips and tricks to make sure your manicure looks this good. Okay, let's do this. I've cracked the code to how to get translucent French manicure nails to be applied without air bubbles and all the good things. This is the new one called Nell's French Tip. She is permanent. She is currently in stock. She's probably going to sell out soon, but she'll come back. Don't worry. Short, square French manicure. I've put on my pinkies to simply share and showcase that you can have these on with no air bubbles. And this is how I do it, okay? I have my nails all lined out and I have my brush on glue and my regular. My nails are prepped like normal, buffed them down, put the alcohol to dehydrate that nail. And in fact, I used a little bit of acetone, pure acetone to dehydrate my nails because I have really oily skin. And honestly, at about like 5 to 7 days, my nails start popping off no matter what, because I'm so oily. But this will get me 7 days, and then I can just re-glue them back on for another whole week. That's how I roll. Oily girls unite, okay? Let's do this. So I have my regular glue stick from the pack. I have my brush on glue. What you're gonna do is you're gonna paint just on the side of the underside of the nail, not to the tip, obviously. Set that down. You're gonna put one dot square in the center, okay? This is for girls who have trouble with nails staying on and you get those air bubbles, not fun. You must do a 45-degree angle. You put it here, you lay it down, you press and hold. Center of the nail, and if you see a little bit of glue oozing out from the side, you're not gonna touch it, you're not gonna let your skin touch it, you just look at it, wait, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're gonna swipe back, swipe down, swipe to the side, a new finger every time. Then you just rub your hands and it's dry. It's amazing. And then you keep holding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, swipe away. Another pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, swipe away. You never want to swipe towards the nail, always towards your skin, and it'll come off your skin within like an hour or so. Now I still see some air bubbles. It's not fully dry and bonded. Press and hold, wiggle. We're gonna rock it back and forth. We're gonna rock it. We're gonna rock it back and forth. You see more glue squeezing out, you rub it away. Press and hold. Now this is what's gonna be the thing. Now that you've done all that, you need another 30 seconds. Patience, my dear. Patience is a virtue. You just hold that nail. Don't hold towards your the edge of your cuticle. Hold towards your tip. Rock it around. Make sure all that air and gappage comes out. Not too hard, right? We don't want to damage our natural nail by like jamming on it super hard, but look at that. Stunning. Stunning. Okay, moving on. It takes a little longer with these translucent nails, these opaque nails, with all the French collection launching. I just felt like it was really important to show you guys how to minimize air bubbles as much as possible. And to me, using the brush on glue and then the glue stick for girls who have oily skin, oily nail beds, you must do that 45-degree angle. Push it down. A lot of other nails, you can just smush it on and you're fine. If you want no air bubbles, you got to use 45-degree angle and press and hold. You are going to get a much cleaner application. Wiggle around like this if you need to make sure you're smushing out all of that air. And you want to press and hold for a good 30 seconds. This is going to be a long video because I want to show you guys like literally how it goes. And I'll speed it up here. So good. It looks so good. You want it to not bond all the way. You want it to bond all the way. Oh my gosh, this is looking so good. Okay, next one. So we're doing pinky, pinky, ring, ring. Now we're on to middle, middle. Flip that middle nail over because you have them all lined out. Get your brush on glue. And it does take a little bit of a a little bit of physical, finger coordination. Give yourself grace, give yourself some patience. After all, this is a $16 manicure. It does take a little bit of skill if you don't want those air bubbles, but it's gonna look perfect. Like the French color, oh my gosh. And then the translucent base, gosh. And then the translucent base of the nail that they picked, they spent a long time looking at what shade is going to look good on every woman, whether you are Caucasian, African American, Asian, Mexican, doesn't matter what your skin tone is. This translucent shade of this taupey, creamy, kind of just flesh color is universal, 1,000,000%. And because it's translucent, your natural shade of your nail bed will come through and it'll look like the best French manicure you've ever had, and you will not have had to pay $65 for it. You'll pay 16, baby, 16. Keep on holding. Now that I got all the air bubbles out and I've smushed that glue aside, 30 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Looks so good. Oh, dude. Mandy, Jeannie, Jessie, y'all knocked it out of the park with these. They're so good. And again, let me explain. I'm going to have a little bit of glue seepage on every nail. 45-degree angle at the cuticle, holding it up. And then we're going to lay it down. Press and hold. Your thumb is in the center of that nail. And the glue seepage I'm seeing by my cuticle line, my skin is barely not touching it. Okay, don't touch it. Give yourself 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then pull away and swipe. Swipe or no swiping. French manicures are back. French manicures are back. Oh, here we go. All right, now time for thumbs. Thumbs are always my nemesis because I have really flat thumbs, but thank goodness Red Aspen redesigned the cuticle line of this nail to hug your nail bed really, really closely. And it is so much more comfortable to wear. I used to have to square off the cuticle line of my thumbs, and now I don't have to. But because they're flat, I probably will still have an air bubble on here. But with this technique, it's so minimal. Okay, coming in, push it under your cuticle, 45-degree angle, lay that baby down, rock back and forth, press and hold. Oh, there we go. Give yourself some space. Don't press at the cuticle here. You want to press towards the tip of the nail, not way back here. You want to press up here so that you don't damage that cuticle line. And if you've ever gotten like ridges in your nails or a divot in your nails from going to the salon or doing your own nails, it's because you're putting far too much pressure on your natural nail and you're really just like bending it, and it'll grow out, no problem. But it's not the cutest thing to look at. But good thing dashes will cover it in the meantime. You might need to use a little more glue and a little less pressure. Okay, and we're done. All right, I'm gonna show you. Here we go, the final look.